how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Hollow Knight. Hopefully this time, yeah, the stream actually started properly, which is nice. It's an improvement from yesterday, but you know. What I'm gonna do today is explore what seems to be one of the last additions to the game, which is a place called God Home. Well, I mean, the place is called like that. I think the DLC is called a little bit differently, but you know, the point is that, yeah, it's about this. It's about this DLC that, well, DLC, I mean, it's an update. I call it DLC and many people call it DLC, but in reality it's just an update. So the thing about this DLC is that it revolves around bosses, and basically I haven't killed every single boss in the game actually. So there are 2 more that I have to kill before going there. One of them apparently is in the Forgotten Crossroads to the left, and I can see where. I can see that there is an opening there that I never went to, so I could try doing that. The closest path is obviously through the town. Well, the town. What was the name again? Dirtmouth. Such a stupid name. Dirtmouth? What kind of town will call itself Dirtmouth? What kind of name is that? Yeah, I'm from Dirtmouth, bro. Dirtmouth. Okay. So to the left, this place is still completely infected with shit. We gotta be careful, but well, there is a worm right there. Before going to the left, might as well collect that one, right? I'm assuming that it is reachable from here. Or is it? I was not expecting that. Oh, it's right there. Can't believe it. Well, obviously this is one of the first areas in the game. I clearly did not explode almost anything. In fact, there is another one on right there. Right. Well, actually, very close to the stag station. That's not what I came to do here. I came to beat a boss that I didn't kill. That it's apparently not here. Damn it! These fucking assholes. How many worms do you have? I think I have everything but, sorry, everyone but 3. I think 3 are the only one remaining, as you can actually check in the map. If you check the map, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, never mind. There's more than I thought. I have 7 to collect, so you know. You can do the math from there. How is it going, Tusk? So, this is not the place. The place is below here. This. Wow, that was very easy to enter. So apparently here there is a boss that I didn't fight. How? Well, how it's very easy. I didn't come here, so it's not hard to imagine that. Oh, nice. Some interesting platforming. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. There is something to the right. Hey Kyle, how is it going? Come on dude, it was a code. Oh damn, the tutorial is telling me to look down. Damn, I can't believe it. The game telling me to look down. Unbelievable. But looking down is not the important thing. What's important is knowing where the hell this boss is. Are you here? Oh yeah, he's here. Okay, this is a very easy boss, however, so I'm just gonna basically face tank him like this. There is no point in tryharding him, because he dies very easily. unbelievably, apparently this is a boss that I like and I never kill. So at the same... oh, I also get this. Mass Fragment. Yesterday was Super Saiyajin. Maybe. So that's one of them. There is apparently more to this, and since I'm here I think might as well look it up, but... the last one was in Kingdom Sedge, right to the... where in Kingdom Sedge? That was actually fast. Yeah, it's fast because it's a boss that you're supposed to kill at the beginning of the game. That's why it's fast. Not supposed to kill it here. Without blinking. But yeah, it's basically just because of that. Because you're supposed to not leave this until you're completely overpowered. You're supposed to do this when you don't even have more than one jump, barely any charms and shit like that, you know. So, you know, that's the thing. So I gotta get out of here. I can just teleport out of here. So, the last one, Kael, where did you say it was? I mean, yes, I know the region that it is in, but the question is where? Because Kingdom Sedge is very big, and honestly, it might be there. That's the only place that I didn't access. What's the fastest way of going there? King Station, probably. Yeah, King Station. King Station is the fastest way. So let's go to King Station. That spot you didn't explore? Yeah. Okay, King Station it is then. So, in King Station, I need to go... You left a flag to one dream boss? Yeah, I left a flag on this thing because that guy apparently can be killed multiple times and he gets harder every time. Not like I really care, because he gets absurdly harder because he just increases the attack. The one that throws shit? Yeah, exactly that one. It's exactly that one. But yeah, that's because he can get infinitely hard, so just in case I felt like torturing myself, I left that there. Okay, so in here, I don't have the compass. Never mind, I do have the compass. So by having the compass, this shouldn't be a problem. It's to the right. I could go to the bottom. Might be better to go to the bottom, honestly. To the bottom, and then to the right and top. No, still to the right. Don't stop. Don't stop the music tonight. Not here, however. All the way to the right. Yes, I'm very thankful that I have the ability to teleport back, because honestly walking back once you are already here, I mean walking here is already a pain in the ass, so you can imagine. Okay, ooh, this is why I didn't access this plate, because it was blocked with black mist. So this guy is one of the dream guys that you can, well, it's not one of the dream guys, it's one of the dead guys that you can challenge for... I don't know if I should leave the mark here. I mean... Nah. If I get killed, I'm just gonna go back. Damn. That's a lot of confidence. Well, as long as you only deal 1 point of damage, it should not be a problem. I don't know what he's gonna do. Oh, you make that shit spin? He didn't even hit me and I wasn't trying to dodge it. Wasn't even trying and it didn't even hit me. Oh, now he has two. Careful about that. So instead of being careful of the shields, I should be careful of the shit that he's throwing. Because those things just refuse to stop. Okay, they stop now. Nice. So when he does that shit with the shields, it's time to... Well, I call them shields, but they don't really act that much like shield. They are more like... I don't know. Gotta heal. I gotta use this opportunity to heal. There you go. It wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. What you have to say now? What you mean that you never been defeated in combat? You're dead. Or maybe he just died by himself. Boss rush time? Yeah, it seems like that's the case. Oh, 3000 now. Fuck you. So, obviously, I'm just gonna go back the fast way, which is by doing this. And we're out. By the way, I should say, you probably already know, well, at least the ones that are here already know, but there is a big Steam sale going on right now, so you might want to check out whatever it's available there. You might want to do that because there is a very big amount of games on sale. You probably might want to check it out. What I might also want to check out is where the hell I was supposed to go here. It was the Shunk Pit. So where will I go? City of Tears, right? King Station? Or... no, maybe the city storeroom. That probably is faster. Yeah, the city storeroom is probably way faster. Because I have to go where the blacksmith is and I can just fall. Okay, I'm gonna go there. More games to never play. I mean, I don't know, bro. You know, this game, Hollow Knight, I bought it some time ago. You know, like I bought it like 4 months ago or something like that. I don't remember exactly when, but it was some time ago. I mean, I know a lot of people like to say, well, I buy all these games but I never play them, but eventually you will play them. Though obviously, I wouldn't recommend you buy a game that has 30% discount and has been released 1 year ago if you're not gonna play it immediately, because it's most likely gonna go on sale for much more. So if you don't want to play it on the spot, just wait more. But you know, games that are like 90% or 75% discount, you can just buy them. Especially if it's a very low price, and I'm pretty sure that eventually you will play it. I mean, that eventually might be like 5 years in the future, but that's still eventually. I mean, I got too many games for a while, like those Total War games. Yeah, but you know, there is something interesting that when it comes to quantity, you might have a lot of games, but something worth mentioning is that there are lots of games that don't last for too long. Like imagine, for example, I know that it's not your case in that particular game, but a game like Mighty Gunvolt, the first one, that game is so short that it doesn't even last 2 hours, right? There are a lot of games like that. That's not the only one. And eventually there can be a game that you don't even realize it, but it's very, very short. For you they must... No, that game that I just mentioned, I got all of the achievements in less than 2 hours. I mean, I know that it's a rare case, it's not normal that that happens, but it can happen. So that's why one game that you think it's gonna last for 2 weeks, maybe it's gonna last for 2 days, right? Even with all the achievements. So that's why you never know. Like, you might think that you have a lot of play time left, but in reality it's not that much, you know. Boom. Okay. We're finally at the God home. The God home that apparently it's the synonym of boss rush. There are these challenges, but before going there, I want to see what if my boss progression is right, just in case. So, what do we have here? Are you sure there is not one more boss that I haven't gotten, Kyle? Because as you can see, there is one. Like, it only feels. Yes. So killing the one that I killed first was useless because it didn't even count, because I killed him in the Colosseum. That one didn't even count. There are two. That's what surprises me. There are 2 bosses here on the left side of this list that are not completed. Right? Are you telling me that those are also bosses from this God home? You should be good to go. Alright. If you tell me that I'm good to go... Oh, though before that I should unlock it there. Here, I mean. Probably it's on the other floor. It's normal? Okay. I think I need to unlock it up here. One of the bosses. It should be here, this one. There you go. You can challenge them individually to practice, but you can also do the actual challenges, which are on the other side. So let me just do that. There is also this, but that doesn't open yet, so what I have to do is just do these challenges here. There are 3 of them, all of them are unlocked, but I'm gonna go in order. I don't know where the bench is, however. It's here? Yeah, it's here. There you go. The bench is here. Is there anything else up here? Well, there is that weird looking thing there. It doesn't seem to activate. That's close. Okay, let's just go to those challenges. The door opens when you beat the Pantheons with bindings. I see. So, Pantheon of the Master. Bindings. Huh. You can do them all at once or one at a time. Can I do none at a time? What about that? Though, wait, before doing that I have to get rid of my compass. There is no reason to use a compass here. So steady body, iframes, the quick slash, grab zone, quick focus. See, the thing is that I have one empty slot that I could use for whatever. No, not that one. Maybe I could also get rid of one of these, but I'm not sure. Let's see. The ones that cost 1 is a Sprint Master, that it's useless. This one is also useless. I'm talking obviously for this particular challenge. Steady body, I already have it. What else? Oh, Thorns of Agony. I mean, it's very shitty, but it does something. Defender's Crest. No. Well, what does this do? I don't think this is something that is useful for fighting. When focusing soul immediately... This one could work too, but I feel... Increases the bearer mastery of nail arts, allowing them to focus their power faster and unleash art sooner. Wait, does that also include healing? No, I don't think that includes healing, right? Dream Wielder? No, I don't like this one. So it's either the Thorn or the Nail Master Glory. I don't know which one. Like, if this counts for focusing to heal, this is clearly the option that I should pick. But it says Nail Arts. No? Okay. So, if that's the case, then I should... yeah, I guess I should go for this, because I don't really use Nail Arts. And again, this Thorns of Agony is a very mediocre thing to have. So maybe I could switch it for one of three slots if I get rid of one of the 2 slots that I don't really use, but whatever, let's just go like this. So bindings, I'm assuming that is not being able to use something, right? I probably should start without any bindings, just to see what this even is. Nail resets damage to base, shell life to base, soul only 1 slot for magic heal, and charms is no charms at all. Okay, gotcha, thanks. Seems that the easiest one to use is shell. Damn, full of fools? Oh, this is a boss? My bad. He was able to hit me, so I will give you that. Oh, that's because he doesn't give a shit about hit stun. Also, those platforms. That platform. Knight of Knights. The binding is for men. I mean, I'm not gonna use binding without knowing what I'm even doing. Come on, bro. Hey, Riemann, how is it going? Yeah, I don't know what this bug is supposed to be. Maybe a flying beetle? Or maybe a mosquito, though mosquitoes don't look like that. Well, I mean... neither do flying beetle, but at least that's what's the most similar. I'm also surprised, do you have increased health? Because I'm pretty sure this guy should be dead by now. Really feels like this motherfucker has increased health. Got that Blue Devil game thinking about whether or not I should get the DLCs for Doom Eternal. I can't tell you much about Doom Eternal, but I can vouch for Blue Devil in the Belvedere. It's a good game. It's very chaotic. Like, basically that game is perfect for you because it has incredibly chaotic patterns and it makes a lot of focus in its mechanics. In this case, it will be the power overwhelming mechanic, so it's perfect for you. You like main game a lot of Doom Eternal? Well, I haven't played it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I played Doom 2016, but that's it. So if it's the same quality as that game, I will say I'll go for it, because that game was very good. Yeah, no, I don't think they have increased the health. But I expected to kill them a lot faster, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Eternal is higher quality, I see. That's pretty cool then. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep in mind that there is a Steam sale going right now. If there's something you wanna buy, you probably should. If I will play the shit, I probably will have capped at 200 FPSs. I don't know. No, this guy definitely doesn't have a health increase. Oh no, there is no health increase, it's just that the two previous bosses are way too annoying to hit, that's it. Oh, this was a boss? Massive moss charger. Unbelievable. Game, good shot. Main game is pretty cheap right now. Interesting. I will play it, but well, I will buy it, but I'm not very fond of FPSs in general. I'm very bad at them. Not so long ago I replayed a game to benchmark my new CPU, and what's the result? This bitch. I hate this boss so much. Not gonna let you bread this time. As a payback for what you did the first time we met. Jesus, you took a long time to go down. Try dream nailing horny? Who is horny? Okay, was it that one? Well, too late for that. 250 FPS for most of the games, sometimes drop to 120. Oh, I remember this guy. Horny. Well, let me know whenever horny appears. It's $10. I have to check how much it is here. Because if it's $10 there, I can assume that here it's gonna be even cheaper than that, obviously. You kill her? Oh. Alright. Well, you should have told me before, dude. You probably are delayed. You have to do the double speed to catch up. Yeah, the dung thrower. 20 seconds before. Well, how do you know that it's 20 seconds before? Because it might be 20 seconds before for you. That's the point of being delayed. If you are watching delay, it might sound like you said it 20 seconds before. It's not gonna last for too long, it seems. I can set latency to lower than it is. Oh, it's alright. I only need to buy main game if I'll consider getting DLCs because I can play them as standalone. Maybe. The problem is that I always use the same strategy of face tanking the enemies because it's the fastest way to beat them. But obviously that's gonna backfire when there is one where that strategy doesn't work. Like it happened with the other asshole, you know, the guy, well, the green guy. The Nightmare King or some shit like that. dead. How many times have I hit you? I tried dashing there, but it didn't work. I don't believe it. There you go, finally. Probably less fast than no hit strats. I don't know. Oh shit. Who is this guy?
Oliat kept this.
Damn, why are you so salty? He want the gods to destroy me.
Yes.
Nail Master Oro. Wait, isn't this one of the masters? Did I fight this guy? Oh, maybe I did, but I don't remember him. Yeah, probably I did fight him. Definitely. Yeah, I think I fought him when I wanted to get... Oh, what? Oro and Mato. Well, I definitely did not do this, that's for sure. I'm assuming that this is one of the new bosses. Which is basically just the same boss twice. But hey. Hey, look at that helicopter. Ah, fuck me. This is gonna be bad. I might get killed here. Yeah, I will get killed here, in fact. Yeah, I did get killed here. Damn, those guys are tough. Those guys are very, very tough. Damn it. Now it's all the way back to the beginning. What a pain. Oro is a reference to Dark Souls player. I personally don't know Dark Souls player. Okay, I'm gonna try to... The problem is that it's very easy to fall if I try to fog on this guy. They should teach you stuff, the fights are new. Oh, I see. The Blue Devil game, it looks very Daiyosho to you. Well, that's because of the hyper mechanic, most likely. It's a game where the hyper mechanic is extremely important. Well, so important that it's mandatory to beat the game. I mean, in the final patterns you are forced to use it. Ketsui Sakuya. Sakuya, if I'm not mistaken, it's the best character in that game, though. Not really, because, I mean, well, you could say that she's the best character in the game, but Reimu can withstand 3 hits during hyper, which is something that neither Marisa nor Sakuya can do. But obviously that's one of those things where you can just say, well, just don't get hit. Just don't get hit, bruh. Seiya Camino scoring a fuck ton with Reimu. Really? Maybe Reimu is a very good scoring shot type. Survival wise, it also seems to be very good. Pretty sure he plays Reimu. Yeah, I don't know, I don't watch top players, basically. Charger. Reimu apparently gets more PIV from grazing. Maybe. Nice jump. Deciding for a grace. this guy is so fat that I cannot even dash through him. He's so big that I just can't go to the other side. So you say that I should dream nail hair hornet, but when? Anytime? Oh, do they watch us struggle? What do you think? That's the only thing? She has some dialogues? Well, I guess that could be nice. Yeah, she says, do they watch us struggle? And the answer is yes, they do watch us struggle. You know, just the way it is. Oh, I didn't realize that this was a hot spring. It allows you to recover. I also don't know why there is a bench right there, because I'm pretty sure that doesn't count as a checkpoint, right? Pretty sure it doesn't, but it's there for some reason. Or maybe it does and I just didn't take it last time. I have no clue. But we're about to find out if I get killed again by the double fight. Refuses to get fucked, huh? Gotcha. But we will see. Still, I'm assuming that you can get the bindings separately. Well, yeah, that's what Kyle said. I probably should have activated a binding, but if I cannot even do this without bindings, I don't think I should do that. Doesn't seem like a very smart idea after all. At least. But maybe I should try it. Though I think that the issue about using the bindings thing is that it's very annoying to do the one that, for example, takes away all of your upgrades from your weapon. That one is gonna take the bosses it's gonna make the bosses take so long that it's gonna be an absolute torture. That's the issue. But we will see. Corner. Well, he can teleport away anytime, so not really corner precisely. Like how he just lies there dead. So you gotta be careful with this guy, cause that's a lot more health than it should. Pretty sure that the normal one didn't have this much health, or maybe it did, I don't know. But I mean, I just fought it some minutes ago and I don't remember it lasting for this long. But you know, you can still kill it very easily regardless. So here's where the double fight appears. Okay. So this is the Godseeker basically. And it's why the DLC is called this way. Alright. That was interesting because I couldn't do anything there. Well, other than not being there in the first place, but it was too late to correct myself. Okay. Just be careful here. If they only dedicate themselves to jumping, it shouldn't be that bad. But obviously they don't choose to do that. They do all sorts of shit, as you can clearly see here. And even if I should heal more often, it's not like these guys really give you that much of an opportunity to heal. Really. They also don't know how much health they have. Oh, that one is dead at least. You should be dead too, shortly. Yeah, there you have it. Damn. They want to put a special emphasis on the fact that they don't die. But it seems that that was the first one. In 9 minutes 18 seconds. But without any binding. That's the important part. Maybe I could start using a binding here. Apparently, nail and shell makes both your weapon and your life go back to normal. Well, to base values. I don't know about soul. Charms obviously gets rid of your charms. But I want to see this one. This is the Pantheon of the Artist. Why is it called the Pantheon of the Artist? I don't know. We're about to find out. Damn. This guy is salty. Zero. Or zero. Oh, it makes it only have one charge. Performance artist? Yeah, you could say that all of these guys are that. Well, the interesting thing is that with this binding, it's not really worth it to use all the charms that I'm using, that it's about getting soul, because here you barely have any in the first place. Only one charge. That's very, very tough. That's definitely very tough. Oh, I didn't even know there was a pit there. Now I know. Get fucked. It's a shame that I can only heal once. This might be very hard. Oh, this fucking asshole. I should double jump that. There is no reason not to. I mean, I didn't double jump this the first time I played this fight, because I didn't even have the double jump unlocked. Damn, I'm getting blasted by this guy. Yeah, that was my bad. Nice laser. Probably it's just a bad idea to do this with bindings, or at least this binding. This binding just seems very, very tough. Soul Master. Didn't even remember that was his name. In fact, I don't remember the name of most of the bosses, because they barely lasted anything for me to remember. But here it might be a lot easier to remember if you're gonna be fighting them constantly. would be nice if I could do it with this. Well, I definitely could do it with this if it wasn't for the fact that there is a new boss at the end of this that is probably way harder than any of these fuckos. That's the thing. Well, at least I'm full health now. But he's not dead yet, he has a second phase. He likes doing all of that, but he has another phase. Shouldn't last for too long with how much I'm hitting him, and that is indeed the case. There you have it. Oh, Blobbles? Wait, did I fight this guy? I don't even remember this fight. Was this a fight? I definitely can't remember where I fought these guys. Like, I think I remember fighting them in the Colosseum, but I definitely don't remember fighting them in the actual game. Did I do this? Colosseum? Yeah, I did fight them in the Colosseum. There is no way that I fought these guys in the real game. I don't even remember them. See? I was right. Mocking my memory when I was right. Fuck you. I knew it that I only saw them in the Colosseum. I was sure. Damn. This lack of soul is gonna be a problem. Oh, these guys. Regardless, your memory is bad. And what about yours? Very easy to say that my memory is bad, but what about yours? I got hit by that, really? Implying he has memory? Yeah, I know, right? Kyle doesn't even have a memory. Kyle in reality operates with cache. Well, cache is a type of memory, but I mean. I think that I could have dodged that in the center, but I'm not sure. It's a shame that I don't have right there. Still better than yours? I don't know, I would like to challenge you to a memory competition to see which one has the biggest memory, because I think that you're overestimating your memory a lot, or more importantly, oh fuck this guy. It was corner. It was corner to beat this guy. And sometimes he doesn't even feel like hitting you. I got very lucky there. Damn it, stack of shit. That's right. Ah, damn it, I jumped there for no reason. At least he got fucked. But you know. Oh, this guy. This This is Mr. Nosk. It's not Mr. Tosk. No, this one is Mr. Nosk. There is no Mr. Tosk here. Well, the problem of this guy is that definitely is not that easy to beat. Yeah, Mr. Nosk. This is indeed Mr. Nosk. I'm pretty sure I can dash through him, but it's still a problem. I think that I'm definitely not ready for a binding like this. I think that a binding like this is just too much. In fact, I don't think I'm ready for any binding, really. Maybe the life binding, but even then I'm not sure if I'm ready. I could try though. Could try the life binding, but I feel like it's better for now to not do any binding. Well, shell. It's not called life, it's called shell. Nah, let's leave that shit for... Well, let's not even do that shit. Fuck that. That's way too annoying to do. Yeah, that binding indeed. But yeah, no, it's just very annoying to do bindings now. Well, now and ever. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do bindings. They basically require you to have a lot of knowledge of the bosses that I'm just not willing to get. Too hard? Yeah, kinda like lunatic difficulty for you. But you know, everyone has weaknesses. And I just realized that if this guy doesn't die, he goes up, which is the reason why you find him in the top room in the actual game. RNG game not work? Damn, nice excuse. I gotta admit, a pretty cool excuse. But what excuse do you have for something like the cave games? Cave games barely have any noticeable RNG in the normal difficulties. What's the excuse then? There is no excuse for that. Or at least not the RNG one. That one doesn't work. You don't even have to play the hardest difficulty, like for example Ultra in Mushihime-sama. You can play the normal one that I actually don't remember the name of. Original is the name. Those are just hard. Alright. See? Not that hard to admit it. I mean, the truth is, dude, Toho also applies to that. Because you can use the RNG as an excuse, but it's the same thing. Yeah, it will take too much time to beat. But, you know. It's not fun if you don't try hard the good difficulties. I disagree. You can have fun in Mushihime-sama, like one going clearing it in original. In fact, I did. I did have fun when trying that. You don't need to try hard Ultra. I mean, you can, but not necessary to have fun. I mean, after all, one coin clearing Mushihime-sama in original is not easy at all. There's not one of those things that you play original and you're like, ah, this is so easy that it's not even fun. That's for woos. Well, in that case, normal mode for Touhou is also for Woos. I mean, normal mode? Because it's the equivalent, obviously. Well, the equivalent at least in terms of intention. Because Mushihime-sama Original is kinda like, you know, this is the intended way of playing the game if you are new. I just want to see the plot. Damn, the excuses keep piling up. One after the other. RNG was the first one, now I care about the plot. Damn. Wonder what the next one is gonna be. But, you know. It's alright, don't worry. You can say that it's too hard too. Not that it has to have a different treatment for being Touhou. It's okay. It's fine. I mean, after all, most of the people that like Touhou don't even play Touhou. So you are one step ahead of them in that regard. You know, you could say, yeah, the harder difficulties are too hard for me, but I don't give a shit. Still better than 90% of the fan base. You could say that. RNG not good design for games like that. Okay. Back to the RNG excuse. I thought that you will get more creative now. Where's the creativity? You could use the excuse of the music, for example. That's one that you haven't used yet. Want to listen to the music. Really? How much hell do you have? There you go. Original mats. You could do that. If I did Lunatic, I will have to do UFO. No, see, that's the thing. You don't have to do UFO. Why will you have to? I mean, if we're talking about that, you should beat both Touhou 1 and 2 on normal, and I don't see you doing that. Where are your normal 1 coin clears of highly responsive to players and Story of Easter Wonderland? Come on, bro. Those have lore too. Play Painseeker. I can turn quality back up, finish downloading torrent. Nice. Never existed. Damn, the excuses is like you're writing a dictionary for excuses. Unbelievable. A very interesting amount of excuses. Those are fun games. That's a good one, I will admit. I haven't heard that one before, but you know. PC98 apologies? I don't know, bro. I have a feeling that it's okay. You can say, I don't like PC98. You could say that. Not even soon recognizes those abominations. Well, you could say that, but if that was the case, Alice wouldn't exist in current canon, if you want to say that. I mean, especially when it's hinted in the dialogues that they know each other from before, you know? I don't know. Besides, it's pretty funny that you talk shit about Touhou 5 when Touhou 5 has an even higher quality than a lot of the Windows games. In terms at least of gameplay, obviously graphically, well, yeah, it's on a PC 98, but Touhou 8, for example, is a way better game than UFO, though that's not very hard to do, but it's a better game than a lot of the Windows games. Mystic Square, obviously, is the one that I'm talking about. Yeah, as I say, Touhou 5 is better than most Windows. Well, I wouldn't say most, but it's better than lots of them. I want to persuade you. I'm not persuading you. In fact, I'm not even telling you to play them. I'm just telling you that you're using excuses to not play them. You could just say, I don't like them, I find them too hard. Damn, you're saying they are fan games? They are not canon? They don't exist? Come on, bro. MS is actually higher quality than most of Windows shit. I mean, it's definitely higher quality than UFO, that's for sure.
Oliat kept this.
Prepare thyself. Why do you call me coward of cowards and then tell me to step forth? Rather play Labyrinth 2 again? Oh shit, the painter? You look exactly the same as the other two morons. It's just that you have a brush instead of a sword. Okay. I can't believe that this guy is literally hurting me with paint. I wonder if he's gonna get tag team or what. Damn, that attack is brutal, though I can just double jump it. But if you are not gonna get tag team, I can face tank your ass. Shouldn't be a problem, though it also depends now, yeah. If that's all you have, then yeah. Damn, that was way easier than the previous one. Sharpig? What's a Sharpig? Sharpig. Sharpig. I don't know what that is. Sharpig. I know what a Shar is, and I know what a pig is, but I don't know what a Sharpig is. Pantheon of the Sage. Okay. Let's do the Pantheon of the Sage then. Is this guy gonna keep talking shit to me? Yeah. Blindness of Worms. The problem is that the remaining bosses are not easy for what I remember. Well, except for this guy. This guy wasn't that hard. or hard at all, I will even say. Mostly because you can just face tank his sorry ass. Damn, the beasts were dodging me right there. Get fucked. Damn, I can't even heal after he's done because the beasts are still flying. Can you believe that? What's this? Oh yeah, this was also an easy fight. Because this guy, the only thing he has are those rings. But nothing else. Quite honestly, they are very easy to dodge, especially now that I have iframes. Get Hibachi. By the bees. Interesting because I'm pretty sure that the thorns don't do anything when you get hit by a long range projectile. Oh, this creepy ass dumbass. This guy could only jump and also summon these assholes too. He will do those things. He also had a forward jumping attack, but I don't think that one is that important, really. Speaking of lunatic, right? This guy definitely is the definition of one. So in this game, there are a lot of lunatics. He reminds me of... who was the character? There was a Looney Tunes character that... It was Bugs Bunny, I can't remember. There was one guy that I remember that he screamed like that every time he got shot. No, it was Daffy Duck. I remember, it was Daffy Duck, the one that screams like that when he gets shot by Elmer Fudd. Gotta be careful with this boss, cause he's not that easy. Especially, well, mostly because he doesn't allow you to heal. That's the biggest problem. Nice. I don't know what happens if you kill the little guy here, because I know that if you kill the big guy, the fight ends. What happens if you focus on the little one instead? Oh, I don't know, but it seems way easier to kill the big one. Oh, this is green, but the easy version of green. Thankfully. We'd be pretty fucked up if it wasn't. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to fight the fucked up version afterwards anyway. But you know, there is still time until that. I also wonder if he uses Danmaku here. Well, that Danmaku attack with the same... He also has Dream Nail dialogue. Well, the problem is that being able to hit him He teleported right on time. It might be a little bit hard to do that. Ah, fuck. I don't even know what attack to try. He likes teleporting a lot. It's very hard to hit him. This one. An honor seeker to attend your call. Oh, he knows the Godseeker? Yeah. Didn't know that. This guy is a friend of the Seeker. I shouldn't have shoved that one. I shouldn't have shoved that one either. It's still not dead. At the start when he bows. Yeah, that could work. I didn't even remember that on the easy version he does the spike attack while being present. So you can farm damage off of him very easily. Anyways, get fucked. This is... I really wonder what's the point of this bench. Because obviously it doesn't save here. And especially when you have a hot spring. Oh, this guy wasn't that easy to beat. It's not like it was that hard either, but we'll definitely not call him easy. But I think it should be mostly fine as long as you don't... I guess as long as you don't fuck it up with the healing. Oh, what the hell? Wait, really? He has all those buffs, including the damage ones? Or is that just... No, it's a joke. Okay, never mind. Because if he actually has all of the damage buff, then this will be impossible. Ah, nice teleport, bitch. He does have his skill. His summoning shit that he didn't have at the beginning. What about damage buffs? Well, this is a fight that you can do multiple times. So, if you do it a specific amount of times, he starts having damage buffs that make him very dangerous, as you would expect. Mask. Oh, this was Metroid, the ooh boss. Really wonder though why they made a... I mean, I know that this is a Metroidvania, so making a boss that looks like Metroid, it's, you know, whatever, but at least try to not make it so similar. Also, it seems that if you want to hit this asshole, you can't wait for the NPC, you have to use his own jellyfishes against him. Which is absolutely painful to say the least. It's very hard to direct it to him without getting hit yourself. It's very hard. That's gonna be a problem for sure. Oh, that one is already off the screen, damn I guess one thing that I could do to avoid getting hit... Oh, okay, they reduce his health. Because yeah, if he had the same amount of health as he... Wow, that was completely unnecessary. As he already had, it would have been very hard. Oh, speaking of very hard, this fight is not gonna be easy at all. In fact, I might die here. At least the stuns allow me to heal 3 times. That's very good. Oh, I should have used that upward. Oh, never mind. Wonder if I could have used the Dream Sword there. To be completely honest, no, I don't understand your words. That English is too old for me, unfortunately. Wait, the shop guy? Damn, I can't believe that I'm fighting against NPCs. That's fucked up. But how the fuck does this little asshole can carry that shit? Damn, that's fucked up. Couldn't have done that there. At least he can get stunned, which means that I can heal for free. Oh, with the charge shot he actually deals more damage. He didn't skip arm day. Seems to be indeed the case. Is he dead? No, he doesn't look dead. No. Am I supposed to hit you? I think I am. It's a little bit hard though, cause it seems to be perma attacking. Seems to be little time for counter attacks. But I can just face tank him and it works. And they all bow at the end. I like that. So we got the third Pantheon. Wonder what the remaining ones are. 1322. So Godseeker mode unlocked. Challenge the gods of Hallowness. Take your place at their peak. What? What is that? Is that an actual boss rush mode or what? I only have 3. I need... Wait, map updated? With what? I don't even have a map on this area. What's now? Apparently this opens... Oh, this opened up. But apparently I need beads, sorry. How is it called? No, never mind, I can do this one. Basically, another new game mode, you start at God Home. You start at God Home and you have to do everything else the same way as you did before. Well, that's interesting, because that's pretty much like if it was a completely different game, right? So this is the Pantheon of the Night, the 4th one. I don't know what to expect here, but let's see what can we expect. What are you gonna say? What is this stoner talking about? Oh, okay, these are, I think, are gonna be the hard versions of of the already existing bosses. Which is definitely gonna be very hard, because these guys, for the most part, can deal double damage to you. So that by definition is gonna be hard. Oh. See, that was a bad demonstration because, you know, but no, I can guarantee you, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be hard. Lost Kin, as I said before, this is one of the only, if not the only hard boss in the main game. The only hard boss of the main game. But maybe because I have so much damage now, it might not be a problem. After all, I'm stunning him so fast. He does get stunned a lot of times. That was also something that he did in the actual fight. Regardless of how strong I am or not. Okay, got him. No offense, but fuck you, Tusk. Oh, this boss, I almost forgot about this boss. Told you Quick Slash was balance. Yeah, fair and balance. It's weird that this boss is here. This is not a hard boss. Especially if you should stay in the center. Well, on the bottom center. If you do this, this boss is a show. I mean, it might take more time, that's true. But it's definitely very easy, especially I'm not using the charge shot, but it will be even faster with the charge shot. No ice is so boring. Well, I mean, it's a boss that has a lot of RNG because of the teleports. The worst part is the teleports, basically. How is it going, Clone Cat? I agree, but not just with this boss. Any boss that has teleports. Well, I guess with the exception of Grim, because he's particularly special, that has very hard attacks. But every other boss that has teleports is usually very easy, and the teleports are there to be like, you're gonna have to take longer. And Traitor Lord? Oh, this guy, yeah, this guy deals 2 points of damage. This guy was not easy at all. In fact, I died a couple times to this guy. And I might die again. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die again, I should say. I think that my dash was not ready yet. You believe that. But I have a, well, Kyle told me you weren't sure if the fragile charm works here, right? Because if the fragile charm works, that's clearly what I'm gonna use, but maybe I have a better question. What happens if this gets broken? I fought Traitor Lord, one of the hardest bosses. Yeah, he was very hard, but to me, it wasn't harder than Lost Kin. You could just buy the Unbreakable. Funnily enough, I don't think I have enough money for the Unbreakable. Because if you say that it's more expensive than 9... Yeah, I know that you told me that I can talk to the creepy ass guy to fix it for me, but what do I need? Is the question. Yeah, it repairs them, I know that part. For how much? Because if it's gonna ask me for 5,000 for every repair, then it's not a good idea. That's the question. If it's a cheap repair, I can try once, and if it breaks, I repair it. But yeah, 100? Really? That's it? Doesn't it get more expensive with time? Just 100 every time? You never broke one? And you're not giving me too much of how is it called? Too much confidence. Probably cheap. Probably. Well, if I wanted to use that, I will definitely get rid of those two, but the problem is I don't want to get rid of steady body, but I also don't want to get rid of any of these, especially because they cost more than one, so that might be a bad idea. I could get rid of the iframes one, but that's definitely not a good idea. Quick focus. Ask someone more bad than me. Sorry, Mr. Non-canon fan games guy. Anyways, let's see. But if I get rid of quick focus, I'm gonna regret it. And if I get rid of this, I'm also gonna regret it. And if I get rid of this one, I think that it's even worse, especially with quick slash. Quick slash and this charm are an amazing combination. But I don't know. HK 100 in less than 3 hours? Canon fan games? No, it's because according to Kael, PC98 are fan games. You can scroll up the conversation and he says that. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I might be putting something else in his mouth. No, don't say that, Gabby. That's inappropriate. I guess I'm gonna get rid of this just to at least know if this breaks or not. If it doesn't break, then I can actually think more about the build, but I just want to know if it breaks. That's the most important thing. A Sofro game soon. Yeah, see? He's being a heretic because he wants to piss me off, but I'm not gonna fall for that. You say that? Ah, shit. Not having the steady charm is so bad. Not having the steady charm makes quick slash a lot more of a pain to use. Because it's very noticeable how you constantly go back. Maybe I could take away the iframes one, but taking away the iframes, dude. I mean, I can do it, especially because it's not like it's something that is useful for most bosses anyways. Useful for a lot of them, but I wouldn't say that it's useful for all of them. Soon did UFO, which is a crime according to law. Yeah, Tasofro made the Floaty Fighters, which is a crime according to law too. Oh, and he also did that game Shoot Shoot Nitori, where Kane transformed into a beast without the full moon. So, I don't know. Those are also very severe crimes, I will say. Chaos. If Riemann was a furry, he will definitely get. He will definitely have Shadow as his idol. Shadow encompasses everything he stands for. Though then again, you don't have to be a furry to enjoy Sonic, you know? But, you know. Fuck you and your furries. No, fuck you, Leatherman. You ain't gonna take Sonic away from me. Still one of the franchises that I like a lot. In fact, make no mistake, at some point, I don't know when, I'm gonna play the Sonic games to try to beat them with all the Chaos Emeralds. And, you know, furry is bad. But then again, that's what I told you. You don't need to be a furry to enjoy Sonic. In fact, I'm mostly talking about the classic Sonic games, not even the 3D ones. Yeah, I can't face tank this guy. Oh fuck, I thought he was gonna jump, but now we will see if this thing breaks or not. Let's see. It doesn't break, that's perfect. Alright, that's absolutely beautiful. I don't have to worry about that. But let me change my build. So I'm gonna get rid of the iframes and instead I'm gonna get the, well, first of all the steady. Where is the steady thing here? And then I could use grab song or grab song. Yeah, that's the one, of course. I know, well, no, they do work here, they just don't work against the mantis. How is it called? The traitor? The Uragiri Mono? Oh yeah, I forgot that this guy also deals double damage. But this should be a lot better. Having more damage and also the quick slash and the steady thingy. I mean, a build very similar to this is what I use to beat the other asshole, the Grim, the power-up version. Though I did use the iframes there, that's something that it's worth pointing out, though I didn't use the quick healing, but considering that this is a boss rush, I think that not using the quick healing, it's a very, very clear mistake. Very clear mistake. It's pretty interesting how No Eyes has nothing to do with the other fights. Like it's completely... It's out of place. This should have been in the previous Pantheon, not this one. Especially because the previous Pantheon already had ghosts, phantoms, whatever the fuck you call them. Warriors. So, I don't know why it couldn't have this one. This one is really in the same level of difficulty as the previous ones, not this one. Well, the same level of difficulty or lower, really. Yeah, that's right, I can face tank this guy. The issue is that it's also very hard to run away from this guy. Very, very hard to do that. So more than running away, it's just hard to heal. Healing is almost impossible with this asshole. Damn, 2. Oh, I almost got hit there. Damn, that's fucked up. He just walled. He didn't even attack, he just casually walled. Get fucked. He was buffed because before he was stupidly easy. And still is if you have the reaction time of a living being. Well, that's pretty funny coming from the guy that can beat the games like PCB on Lunatic. I mean, you just need the reaction time of a living being. I don't know why you complain so much about RNG when the only thing you need is the reaction time of a living being. I mean, I could complain about RNG with that traitor lord, but I don't. Because I ain't a scrub. You, on the other hand... It looks like a volleyball when he bounces. Hey, how is it going, Yami? See, for example, Yami doesn't make any excuse. Yami thinks that the Toho games are shit, even though it's... I mean, he does that because he's bad, but at least he says that instead of making up excuses. But you know. You still salty that I don't want to waste time on Soon shit? I mean, I don't give a shit what you waste your time in. But you talk a whole lot of shit for someone who makes up excuses for not beating something that is definitely within his reach. Even UM 17 is better than Kusofra. What you mean even? Those games are good. How dare you compare to Tasofra? Those games are actually good. Does anyone is offending you? Yes, your English just offended me. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's a pretty common mistake, but you have to say is. You don't use the do verb as auxiliary there. But it's okay, don't worry about it. I do worse mistakes than that. So not that big of a deal. Does anyone offends you? See, that's better, but there is still a problem. Because you use the dos auxiliary, you don't use an S at the end of offend. Because the conjugation of the verb is already implied in the dos. So, you know. But you're getting there. Slowly but surely. Offend, there you go, see? Very well done. Do you play Rogue? What Rogue? Damn, that's very fucked up. I don't have time to heal. But I already knew that about this rules. I only have time to heal there. Hey Ese, how is it going? English? He doesn't need to speak English. I mean, I understand, regardless. I'm a maid who speaks English as a second language. Damn. Can't believe it. How is that maid work going, Mr. Toast? Any stories you wanna share? You don't understand all that English specific bullshit? Well, you do use it though. Wait, what's this Watcher Knight? Did I fight this guy? Is this a new boss? No, this is the 6 bosses. Oh, this might be bad. I wasn't ready. I forgot that this boss existed for a second. This is one of the hard bosses of the game. This is actually a tough boss. It's not really the hardest or anything like that, but it's definitely a challenge. This boss is a challenge. Especially because if it's one of the first bosses you fight, you barely... The S ending bullshit. Yeah, you don't need to speak English, Ese. I understand Spanish. Just, you know, keep in mind that I'm gonna answer in English. But that shouldn't be a problem if you can understand it. Then my voice is getting destroyed. Only Uzbekistan language? Uzbekistan? Is that still a country? Kyle's still mad because he can't play Lunatic. Unbelievable. How is it possible? It reminds me of the Yami being butt blasted at Genshin. It's a very easy way. If you want to trigger Yami, just mention Genshin Impact. That's all you need. You don't need more. It's like you flip a switch. Flip a switch and it's trigger time. You did the Tasofro games on Lunatic? Yeah, with broken ass patchouli. That's like saying that I did LOL-K on Lunatic with Raisin. Yeah, good Lunatic. Or 14 with Marisa B. So honestly, yeah, that's what I did, actually. And I didn't do it with a non-broken character. That's also true. And I definitely won't do it without a broken character. That's definitely true. As well. See? Like, it's like magic. It's like you cast a spell and look at how trigger Yami is. Just like that. You just need to mention Genshin. Anytime that, like, let's say that you're having a conversation, or rather a debate with Yami, right? And you feel like he is right and you can refute him, just mention Genshin, and that's all you need. Let's say that he's being intellectually superior to you, just mention Genshin and that's all you need. He will immediately lose his mind. You don't need anything else. Instant switch. Couldn't do UFO Lunatic with the broken one because there is no broken one in UFO. That's why. Oh shit, already reached the last boss.
Nada Viskalak. Nada Viskalak.
It's a nice autoplay. Yeah, sure. Oh, this is the Hollow Knight. But he's white this time. Oh, never mind. He didn't like the armor. He's an exhibitionist. Pure vessel? What so? Oh. Pure bullshit, more like. Okay, this is one of those bosses where you have to dodge. Then it's very hard right now. Problem is that I have to practice this guy. I hope that he's available in practice because I mean, I don't mind dodging him, but that's the problem. I need to know the patterns, and he's the last of the bosses. But I don't even know if he showed up. Let me see. If he didn't show up, this is gonna be impossible. I can already tell you that. Yeah, it's there, pure vessel. You can see him there. Yeah, he's in the practice area. I'm still very surprised that there are still 2 bosses there that I haven't seen. What are those? What is the one after Mantis Lords and after Nosk? Why don't I have them? Are you sure that it's from this boss? From this DLC? Because it can be possible that they are there. Those are in the last Pantheon. Then whoever made the order is a stone. Okay, I definitely need to practice that guy though. Wait, what's this? They have like medals? Or maybe it's the modes. You dare doubt me? Of course I do. Mr. Tassofro fanboy? How wouldn't I? Ouch. Makes sense once you get to them. Well, Dream Nail to change modes? What you mean to change modes? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Well, then again, this guy is the pure vessel. Attune Ascended. What? Wait, what's that? Wait, what was that? Maybe because he has 2 faces, or... Oh, let me practice this guy. Because if I can beat this guy once, it's obviously impossible to beat the actual normal damage, double damage, insta-kill. But this guy always has double damage. What you mean by double damage? This guy is always in that mode. I wanna check just in case, but I'm pretty sure now that I still keep my fragile strength. So I'm assuming that Ascended is insta-kill then, if that's the case. By double damage, I mean double damage. So you mean double damage? He's gonna deal 4 points of damage? Is that what you mean? Well, that's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah, that's indeed quite right. Jesus. Time for consistency grind. Well, not yet. See, that's the thing. It's not about consistency, it's about being able to beat him once. Then we can talk about consistency, but first I need to be able to beat him. I want to see how good the Pogo is, because it was very good in his normal mode. Maybe it's... no, it's a completely different fight. The Pogo is almost ineffective. Ineffective, not ineffective. This fight is good. I know, face tanking is not an option. Is the Chesumare boss? Yeah, that's how Kyle will call it. That's how Kyle will call it. That one, it's better to just run away. In fact, it might be a good idea to... no. depending on the angle. If he's close to you, he's gonna hit you with that. Unless you jump, obviously. I like the statue for this guy, which is the shop guy. There is more weapon than face in that. Pretty funny. Okay. Well, this is gonna take a while. In fact, this is probably gonna take the same amount of time that it took me to take down this guy, how is his name? Grim, the Nightmare King. It is probably gonna take me the same amount of time as that, if not more. I don't know. I don't know what this boss has. We will see. You never know. I definitely have to use the stun to heal me, that's for sure. The problem is that I hit so fast that it's... Also, wait. I don't understand. There are some of these statues that have that symbol to the right of them. Oh, that's because you can change the mode. I see. My bad. Those are statues with multiple modes. Okay. Yeah, that's because Grim has an easy fight and a not so easy fight. Pretty much. Pretty much. Told me 5 minutes ago. I know you told me that I could use the Dream Nail. It's just that I didn't know it was there. See, Kyle, it's pretty funny because he says something like, hey, you can eat an orange in this dining room. He says that, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna see where the orange is, and he's like, what the fuck, I told you about the orange 5 minutes ago. Yeah, dumbass, you didn't tell me exactly where. You told me on the dining room, but you didn't tell me where in the dining room. Unbelievable. But it's okay, don't worry about it. I don't know why I said an orange though. I don't eat oranges. But you know. It's good enough to make the point. So maybe the dining room is not a good example, because usually in a dining room, unless it has a lot of furniture, it's pretty easy to spot something there. So you know, maybe I should have said something about you know, a storage house or something like that. Now, see, this is the thing. If this was the actual final boss, for example, I feel like the game would have been a lot better. Because, see, what I felt when I beat the game for the first time is like, you know, there better be something after this. I didn't think something like, yes, I beat the game. Because he's such a fucking joke in the normal mode. If this was the actual final boss, I feel like it would have been way more satisfying to do this. To beat the game. Obviously then you learn that there is a true last boss and all of that. But I mean, you know, this definitely should have been the final boss of the main game, I think. And you wouldn't even need a true last boss with that, I feel. Same could be said when you ask something, I answer and you already forget what you ask. I think that you are making things up. But you know. Was containing mod. I mean, so what? I mean, for example, Dark Souls 2 boss was also weak compared to a lot of other bosses in the game, but at least she had some sort of challenge. And he was also weak lore-wise, so it made sense for him to be weak in gameplay. But the problem is, this one wasn't even a little bit challenging, the final boss. Apologist? I could say Tassofra Apologist. That's way worse. I mean, of course I'm gonna defend me and my brain. However, you defending Tassofra, I don't know, dude. That doesn't seem like something worth standing up for. Especially fucking Tassofra. Still struggling with the game? What do you mean struggling with the game? I'm playing the game. You are the one that struggles with games. Well, so much that you don't even finish them in fact, but it's okay. How is it going, Colon? 7.5 was meh, but everything else is good. I can't believe that you say that the floaty fighters are good. Like, come on, bro. I mean, I wouldn't call them bad, but you prefer the floaty fighters to immaterial and missing power? The floaty fighters, dude. They are okay. I mean, yes, they are okay, but 7.5 is way better than them. In every aspect. Well, minus the quality of the sprites, obviously, but that's not a very fair comparison. In Yam the AI cheats, it's RNG whether they block. Are you saying that they cheat because they block? So to you, are you the kind of person that says, oh, this guy is blocking, he's cheat? Well, you wouldn't say cheating, but you will say cheesing. You will not cap a spell because AI decides to block everything. In spell cards? Yeah, but the whole point is they have vulnerable parts. You're not supposed to hit them when they can block. You're supposed to hit them when they are completely vulnerable. Especially with a spell card. And he tried countering. Some don't have vulnerable parts. Well, just make them yourself then. You carry infinite speed object. Yeah, I know that one. She can block all day if she wants. Well, let her block. Use a character with a command grab then. Use a grappler. Spell card block RNG. Well, the thing is, for all that you can bitch about the story mode, at least that game when you play against the AI outside of story mode, at least it is a functional AI. The problem is, in the floaty fighters, that's not the case. You can't play a floaty fighters and expect to fight the AI normally, because it's trash. It's so trash, in fact, that I think in one of the games it couldn't even block or something like that. I don't remember. Only Yomo has command grab. They should copy the AI from story mode to versus. Yeah, but you know, at least in 7.5 it works better than in any of the floaty fighters. The AI in the floaty fighters is so bad. It's like it's purposely made to be as bad as possible. So the most insulting part is that they supposedly have an online mode. And I say supposedly because I don't think many people have been able to make it work. But you know, yeah, Japanese programmers basically, they are bad. They are just very bad. Extremely bad, I will say, in fact. It works, but it's delay. Yeah, but the problem is that it's even worse than delay. Like, it works particularly bad. Because, for example, Street Fighter 4 is also delay, but it's a game that you can have playable connections. I'm pretty sure that in Tasofro it's almost impossible to get a playable connection. Or at least something decent. You know, Street Fighter 4, I remember being able to have good fights in it. Obviously they weren't very numerous, but they existed. And that's delay as well. But yeah. Delays based netcode. It's unbelievable. Like, it's insane to think that because of the ineptitude of Japanese developers, fighting games were doomed to shitty ass netcode for so many years. Because any other genre, or at least most other genres in the market, already implement the rollback netcode, like FPSs, you know, MOBAs. But because of Japanese development, fighting games never got them in time. Now fighting games are almost dead, so regardless of if it has that netcode or not, it's really not gonna help that much. Because what's the difference when nobody plays your game? Might as well not even have it. Yeah. Sometimes when I think the amount of shit that Japanese developers did, I just get pissed off. I just get pissed off. Real bad. But you know, it's just the way it is. Arc System will benefit a lot, their games are still somehow selling. Well, Guilty Gear Strive, for example, which is the latest entry, has a rollback netcode. Sadly, I still think that that's the worst Guilty Gear, well, the worst main Guilty Gear, because you have shit like Overture and Izuka that exist, but I mean, when it comes to Guilty Gear Eds, Edzard, right? When it comes to those, it's clearly the worst, to me at least. So it's a shame that it took them so long, but thankfully it has rollback. Like if you buy the Steam version, the It's AdSense Core plus R, it has rollback netcode, so you can play that. But yeah, unfortunately, for example, none of the BlazBlue games have rollback. And it's a shame because the BlazBlue games are so good. But none of them have rollback. Izuka is fun. Yeah, but you know, you can't compare it to the mainline Guilty Gear. What happens if I... Okay, no, that's a bad idea. Or maybe it's not that bad of an idea, but what happens if I cheese you in the corner? The only attack that I can do anything about is that one, the one where he jumps. Well, yeah, I can move away, but I mean, I can stay in the corner. Accent Core R is the bad version, they changed voices to be trash compared to Reload. Yeah, but I mean, at least it's better than Strive, which I know that it's not saying much, but I mean, at least there is a good Guilty Gear game with rollback. So it seems that a lot of people are playing Strive. I wonder how much it's gonna last. So we will see. For now it seems that they have quite a player base. They are more compressed? I don't know. I haven't played that game that much to be able to notice that. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the Guilty Gear that I played the most was... I actually don't remember. I know that it was an It's version, but it's definitely not one of the last ones. I remember that. I don't remember exactly how new, but I do remember, you know. Probably shouldn't be spamming there. I'm spamming instead of actually hitting. They have less content, they remove half challenge from the challenge mode. Yeah, I remember that. That's something that I do remember. But you know, I think the point is that about the online more than anything. Like, you will buy that game to play mostly online, and if you want the single player, you can just play the other games, which, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of them are also available on Steam, so shouldn't be a problem either in that regard. I shouldn't have shot there. What we got in exchange? Slow charge Inquisitor Soul? What do you mean slow charge? You mean Order Soul? But Order Soul is one of the best characters. Well, I don't know if one of the best characters, but definitely one of the mightiest characters to play PvP. Because he's relatively easy to use, at least on a not so high level, and the amount of 50-50 that he can give you is a lot for the amount of effort that it takes. That is very little, by the way. So Order Soul is a very good character. Obviously you can not like his design, but it's still a very good one in terms at least of playability, you know. But yeah, that's the thing. Oh, fuck. hit me in the corner? Didn't know that. Well, sometimes he can. So he can also jump randomly. I don't know if the corner strategy is really as useful as I thought. In fact, oh shit, this disconnected? Huh, interesting. That's one of the first times that my gamepad disconnects. I mean, ever since I changed the location of the USB. That's interesting. That's weird too, but sure, I guess. Nightmare King Grim repeats. Wait, oh, it completely destroyed my bindings. I can't believe it that it completely took away my bindings. Well, then again, it's not like there are too many bindings, but I think that's because this is it's taking the PS4. But it's not that different though. That's it. That's the only changes that I don't. That's fucked up. At least I hope that it works. Yeah, it seems that it works. Oh, I'm gonna die because I'm right next to him. Yeah, but it works. This time you need to beat 9 bosses before. Honestly, I'm just happy if I can beat this guy. I don't really care that much about the Pantheon. Remember telling you to switch USB ports for the joystick? I don't remember you. I remember Ness telling me about that, not you. Gabi makes me open YouTube so I could see a new comment on my pacifist video. What pacifist video? Anyways, how is it going, Yannick? Oh, I thought I had one more hit left. I guess not. Maybe not. Boishi pacifist? What you mean that I make you open? I make you open YouTube? Maybe. I think that the corner strategy is a bad strategy in general. It works sometimes, but it's too easy to fail. He also should heal only 2 times when he's stunned, not 3. 3 is just too much for no reason. Damn it. I hate it when he does that attack. They only open YouTube for you? How sweet. Well, and I'm assuming that you also open it to upload videos, because otherwise you wouldn't have been able to upload that pacifist video in the first place, right? So what's the strategy here, Kyle? Since you already told me the strategy for a Grim, what do I have to do to beat this guy? Because this corner strategy doesn't really work that well, or at least not as well as I would like. That's a problem, you know, obviously. I mean, it more or less works, but it's just a matter of him jumping in a weird way, or me, well, fucking it up. And it's obviously enough to not be enough. Yeah. As redundant as it sounds, it is enough to not be enough. Well, he also does this attack. I think it's random circles. It doesn't seem to, I mean, it's scary, but it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. seems like they are completely random too. Should I have done that? Oh. Damn, I didn't even know that attack. Don't stay above him for too long or his AI will jump to contact damage you. For the spears. The spears. Yeah, the ones that he rises them. Black dash forward for his dash. Pogo or dash through him. For the 3-hit combo, pogo or change size. And what about my corner strategy? Is that a good strategy or is that not that good? Someone commented that they didn't know you can choose timeout Koishi's final. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that you could time it out without it changing phases. That's something that I also didn't know. Doesn't seem like it seems that what you say about him jumping to contact damage is not that often that he does it. He does it sometimes. Yeah, he does it there, for example, but doesn't seem to be something very consistent, you know. I barely didn't get hit there. Obviously, if he does jump, the damage is unavoidable, clearly. Something that I realize is that, speaking of spears, he doesn't use the attack of the spears that come from the ground if I do this corner strategy for some reason. Maybe he has another trigger. I don't know. Okay, that attack is pretty easy to dodge with the corner strat. I shouldn't focus during that. Sometimes it works, but it's RNG. Shouldn't rely on it. Nice shot. So yeah, I guess. I mean, after all, relying on the corner strat will also be relying on RNG, since the fact that he jumps or not heavily depends on RNG, but there it is. It was interesting. Corner strat, he will probably jump towards you to do the vertical spears. Yeah, but he didn't do it in this one. For the focus, stay away from the circles. For the void tendrils, wall jump or double jump. If you stay too long on Pogo, he will jump. It's like staying above 50% of the vertical area. He will end up jumping way more often. Yeah, but that worked, at least. I mean, I don't know how consistent it is. Like, for example, if I do this now, it might not work now. If your vessel is all about and counter-attacking properly, if you stay on ground, he prefers teleporting. Well, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again to see how consistently I can do this, because, I mean, it seemed very convincing to me, that corner strat. But, well, and he wants to prove me wrong very, very fast, huh? Just like that. He usually doesn't do that though. But I think that that's because I was on the ground. He doesn't usually use that attack if I'm on the air. In fact, if I'm on the air, the attack that he loves to use is the spear attack, the one with projectiles. So maybe I just need to go to the corner faster. Because yeah, that attack with the racing spears, he seems to only use it when I'm on the ground. So I have to avoid that. If I can avoid that attack, it shouldn't be that bad. Because, yes, I still need to tank the jump that he does when I'm above him, that's true. But at least that's only one attack compared to more attacks, right? Problem is that, okay, I can definitely jump. But yeah, as you can see, when I do that, he doesn't do the spear attack, the rising spear attack, if I am wall jumping. He just doesn't do it. I don't know why, because he will win if he did that, but he decides not to. He prefers not to. See, he does the regular jump, but he doesn't do the attack. And I feel that I can allow myself to get hit by that attack once in a while if I can choose heal when he gets a stun, right? I mean, doesn't sound like a bad trade. Especially because with the amount of health that I have a lot of margin to get hit multiple times, I feel. I fucked up by hugging the wall there. That was my bad. I hugged the wall instead of immediately landing. That was absolutely my bad. Ooh, that was close. Oh, shit. Yeah, healing there was very risky, but might as well take the risk when I'm one hit away from death. For me, it was more consistent trying to stay in the middle. Getting him too near you can end up in double hits, and that's choke material. Yeah, that's the bad part. What's the point of winning if you didn't have a chance? I mean... it would be nice to try it in Ascended mode. Just get fucked more than I already did get fucked. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, basically, if I cannot kill this guy consistently, there is no way that I can do the fourth Pantheon, which is the one that, whatever strat that works for you. Yeah, I know about that, but I'm just trying to see if I can be consistent with this, because if I can be consistent with this, there is not much that is involved. And mostly the reason why I want this is because, yes, this relies on RNG, but I feel that it has the potential to be more consistent than the strat about trying to actually dodge. Because let's keep in mind, you fight this boss after defeating other 8 bosses, right? So that's the main issue. That's why I want a cheesy strategy like this. To maybe I can make sure, but at least have something that is mildly consistent. But as you can see, even this, it's not really consistent. If you did Ascended mode, you unlock insta-kill mode. Yeah, but that's not gonna happen. Not getting walled by Sakuya. Just dodge, bro. So I could try the Ascended mode, because the thing with Ascended mode is that you're not gonna get penalized by... Sorry, no, I didn't mean that. I meant to say that it forces you to dodge more smartly, because you can't take many hits. So what happens if I stay in the center? They should... I don't like that attack at all. That attack with the champ, I hate it. I hate that attack because the spears are incredibly fast, and I'm not fast enough to react. The rest of the attacks, well, you say to dash through them. And obviously for the one where he throws spears forward to also dash through them, like that. But I think that it's not that easy to dash through this, especially because sometimes it's not enough, you know? Like, the dash doesn't recover fast enough. Though at the same time, by doing this, it seems that you do deal more damage. Seems to be the case at least, because you're hitting him more often. So the fight... But see, for example, right there I didn't have the iframes on the dash. It's also very dangerous when he does that. The jumping attack wasn't that bad. Only attack I always dash is the spears, the others either pogo or dash if it is available, but I try to keep a dash chamber to dodge spears, because the angle changes. Okay, so you say that the most I should pogo on the attacks that he does forward. Okay, I'm gonna try that, but I don't think I can react fast enough to that, that's the issue. Because one champ, I'm pretty sure it's not enough to... Not to mention that it's also... Yeah, one champ is definitely not enough. Like, you have to be already champing, that's the issue. Because otherwise your champ is just very slow to do anything there. So that's the main problem with that. The problem, yeah, if you rely on the dash, sometimes the iframes are not even gonna be available. So you can't rely on the dash for all of his attacks. But I felt that I got at least closer to a more decent attempt by doing that. Because I feel that pogoing is gonna be a lot harder. No, I don't know, dude. I feel like, to me, I mean, obviously I'm relying on luck here, but if I do the corner strat, I think that... I don't know. Well, I say that I'm gonna be more consistent, but yet I couldn't defeat him again, so I'm not even sure if that's the case. Yeah, for example, right there, my iframes were not available on the dash. And the other problem is the parry. The parry... If he does the spears and you're near him, and you have the no pushback charm, you can just hit him while he sticks the nail on the ground. Yeah, I know that, but my problem with that is that it's still very hard for me to dodge the racing spears. Besides, sometimes I can't be really near him. I still prefer to use this strat, even though it's clearly slower and clearly relies way more on RNG. That's definitely true. But I think that, to me at least, it works better. And with this shit, he doesn't even use the ground spears. But yeah, it's a gamble. It's basically a gamble on how much he uses his jumping attack. And also, obviously, it requires you to not fuck up, because if you fuck it up and you miss a pogo, you get hit, obviously. Clearly. And that's the worst thing that can happen, that he wakes up instantly with that attack. Especially because I use that attack for healing, so he basically leaves me with no time to react. And he does it there. What an asshole. Unbelievable. Then he has that attack. That's another reason why I like the corner strat, because that new attack is absolutely trivial. In fact, I can deal damage, so it's probably dangerous to do that. But I could do it. Yeah, probably too risky to do that. Especially because I need to use a dash in order to hit him. Usually he's not even close to me for me to hit him, so I need to spend a dash to close out the distance. But at the same time, after pogoing, I get my dash back. Oh, I fucked that up. I thought that he was dead. Oh well, he is dead now. But yeah, I think that I have more consistency with this. The problem is that I still think that it's not consistent enough for me to kill him during that. That's the main problem. Though I'm still gonna try. I wanna try and see how far I can get. Just wanna see. But, you know, the problem obviously is that there are 9 bosses before him, and also the problem is that you kinda obviously lose practice before him, right? Like, you can remember this strategy or any other strategy, but the fact that you have so many fights before him kinda makes you forget, right? Like, it's like, damn, how did I need to do this fight? Because it's really the only fight that is hard enough in this boss rush, in this particular one, where you need a strategy that works. Like, for example, this guy is not about pogoing. This guy is being next to him and just spam attack like this. Well, and don't fucking it up, not fucking it up like that. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that you kinda get wore down by the end. Wore down at least remembering the strat. Like, not remembering it, it's not about having the memory to remember it or not. It's about, like, the muscle memory. I think that that's what you lose a lot by having all these fights before it. Obviously that's the point, but yeah, it's very fucked up. But yeah, I don't think I will be able to beat this Pantheon, honestly. Obviously, I definitely won't be able to beat the 5th one. That's for sure. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Also, do I need to do the bindings in order to unlock the 5th Pantheon? Or do I just need to beat this Pantheon in order to unlock it? How does it work? Because if you I mean, I'm not even gonna try hard the last one if I even reach there, which I probably won't. But I'm just curious. Bindings are extra challenge and they unlock that extra room. Oh, okay, thanks. So it's not necessary, basically. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I'm beating this Pantheon. Like, that last boss is just too hard. I mean, too hard, not... Like, it's kind of like having Grim as the final boss in one of these boss rushes, and I'm assuming that the last Pantheon has that Grim already. And not even as a final boss, I'm assuming. So because of that, there is even less of a chance that I get the 5th one. The worst part about this guy is that he has so much health too. All bindings for big points. Just imagine it's lunatic. Well, as I say before, I wouldn't have a problem, like, try-harding in the sense of, like, if I really wanted to try-hard this, I would, but I don't. And mostly because there are so many other games that I want to play. Like, I don't discard if at some point, this is gonna be very hard to happen, but if at some point I run out of games to play, hey, I can get back to this and actually try hard it, but that's most likely not gonna happen. Because, you know, it sounds like it will make for chill streams at least. But yeah. I want to play other games. And, well, yeah, as Yami mentioned the other day, Garlic is definitely one of them. I really want to play that game. That game is pretty hard in itself, for sure. I can't believe that this dung thrower is actually beating me. Well, he didn't beat me, but he took a lot of life away from me. It's quite dangerous. At least here we have this thingy. There you go. But yeah. I don't remember if the bosses after that are a problem. I don't even remember what bosses were here. I don't think they should be a problem at least. But you never know. I also wonder, like, for that alternate Hollow Knight fight, are nail arts useful? Or is that just, like, not, like, they don't make a difference? Because I have the feeling that they don't make any difference. I really think they make any difference. Because the hardest part is not really dealing damage. The hardest part is being able to, you know, to not receive damage. That's the hardest part. Clearly. That's gonna hit me, right? No, barely. Barely didn't hit me. I can heal here. That's something that you should gotta remember for this fight. Can heal while he's throwing these spears. Need to wait until he does this. I didn't try them enough, I was more of a mobility fighter. Yeah, but that's basically what the intention seems to be. The game definitely doesn't seem to intend you to do any crazy bullshit in that fight. It's just about dodging. Go. Thankfully, this boss fight that will normally be so hard to do in the normal game, well, so hard if you fight at the beginning, these guys are not a problem at all because of how buff you are. You can just face tank everything and it just works. Because they don't really have that much health. Or I mean, they do have a lot of health, but not enough to tank your ungodly hits. Your hits are so busted by this point that, you know, well, obviously they are not so busted if you use the spear binding, obviously. But that's part of the point. I thought that we got to the final fight already, but no. Did not get there. Ouch. Oh. I really wonder. You could probably face tank Hollow Knight, well, whatever his name was, but I mean the last boss of this boss rush, you could definitely face tank him if he didn't do 2 points of damage, that's for sure. But obviously it wouldn't be the same boss at all, clearly. I was supposed to hit you. Well, I still prefer to use that for healing. Honestly, healing here, no about it. I mean, after all, it's not like this guy is gonna be a problem. I don't think I should be so obsessive about healing. I mean, after all, I think that after this boss, you have the room where you can take enough time to heal. I mean, as much as you like. I don't remember if this guy was the last one or not. I don't quite remember if there was another one after this. I think it was the last one. Like here, was there another one? No, that was the last one, yeah, okay. So that's the thing, you don't even need to worry about healing when you just have enough time here. But yeah, the problem is that this is just not gonna happen. This thing here, this fight is just too hard, but I'm gonna try it. Basically, you just gotta remember the strategy, which is staying in the corner. If I'm unlucky, or if I fuck up even once, it's probably not gonna work. But the chances of working are worth the risk, for sure. See, that's the thing. That's basically what getting unlucky looks like in this fight. If you do this strat, obviously. He jumps and there's nothing that you can do. Well, other than changing strats, obviously. Maybe I should heal only once when he gets stunned, because that's not the first time, not even close to the first time, where he hits me out of it. I probably should only heal once. Probably for the best. Damn, I was able to dodge it there, but barely. I got very greedy there, for sure. Ah, that sucks. That definitely sucks. I was not expecting that attack there. Damn it. That was my bad. If I was faster, I could have escaped, but I was not expecting that. That's a shame. It was close. I mean, in fact, I got him to the phase where he uses the forward tentacle to attack, so that was definitely close. Yeah, that was indeed close. It's a shame. A shame because if I think I could have reacted to that by jumping to the top. Like, I don't even think I needed to escape to the right side. I'm pretty sure that attack can always be dodged at the top, but I thought that I don't think I would have gotten in time there. That's the problem. Or, well, I don't know. Maybe I would have gotten in time. But yeah, you can definitely just go to the top there. Cocked by RNG. Nah, I mean, I can't blame RNG there. Because I could have dodged that circle attack and I didn't. If anything, RNG got on my side there. If I hadn't fucked that up, I probably would have won. So yeah, no blaming RNG there. Well, obviously, you could say that if he didn't do the jump at the end, I would have won too, but you know. Lost King kill me. But that's to be expected. That guy is still hard no matter how many upgrades you have. That guy is still an asshole. But you know. But then again, it's not like it matters that much after all, because even if I can beat this Pantheon, there is definitely no way that I can beat the last one. If it includes King Nightmare or Nightmare King, I don't know. But yeah, if it includes that, there is no way I can win. Absolutely no way. You also can heal up to an odd number of health. You know, that's usually what I try to do, but you know, sometimes it's hard to do that. And some other times it might not be a good idea, because at the end of the day, if you heal twice, even if it's not an odd number, it still gives you more times to, well, not die. So basically, this guy and the Traitor Lord are the only two bosses that can kill me before reaching the end. Well, I wouldn't say that the Dung Master is, well, Dung Guardian, however the fuck his name is. I wouldn't say that that guy is really that much better though. I mean, he's clearly easier, but he almost killed me last time. You know. You gotta be careful about it. Now, there is something else that I could do, and that is complete the last mask. Like... Oh, wait, is that what you mentioned, Yannick? When you say heal up, you mean get another mask? Because I can do that. Apparently there is one more mask remaining that I didn't get. I need 2 more fragments. I don't know where to get them. Obviously that will increase my chances, but don't think it will change that much. But yeah, it's an odd number. Healing on the last fight, yeah. No, but I feel that if you can heal twice, you should take the opportunity. Even if you don't end in an odd number, eventually that will end up meaning more times to fight back. Eventually it will mean that, even if it doesn't mean that right away. Well, that was pretty fast. It's just the last point of health that doesn't matter. Yeah, well, the thing is, you could say that, but it's not like it doesn't matter, because at some point you could heal twice, but at some other point you could heal once, depending on the circumstances. And that obviously means that you have more health, that you have one more hit. Obviously, if you only heal twice, it doesn't make any difference for a boss that takes 2 points of damage to you. Well, takes, that deals points of damage. Wow. This guy is a stoner. Not that we didn't know that already, especially because on top of being a stoner, he throws literal shit. Like the king of stoners. There was a fighter, instead of called King of Fighters, it was called King of Stoners. This will be the final. And then Snoop Dogg, obviously the secret, the true last boss. That you only get by no continuing. It was fun, but we didn't see Pantheon 5 Rage. I mean, you wouldn't have seen Pantheon 5 Rage either, because I wouldn't have tryharded it. That's the thing. I mean, I will have tried it once, and when I see the clear bullshit that it is, I will have stopped. Rage will be if I actually try to beat it. But you definitely ain't gonna see that. Again, as I said, the only thing that it needs for me to not try is having the King Nightmare. Just by having that, that's enough for me to be like, no thanks. Like, I'm fine, you know. I'm alright, don't worry about it. He might go get by that. You're absolutely dead. At least this guy only takes 3 times to be stunned and finally killed. That's the good thing. But you know.
You're mine.
I thought that stopped spinning that far. It's insane that this isn't the second to last boss. This should be the second to last boss instead of the other moron that is not even hard. This one at least is more challenging. So obviously, the real second to last boss here should definitely be the Traitor Lord. Clearly. Oh, that wasn't even the... Damn, it's even before this? That's insane. Even before this. Can you believe that? Yeah. If they want to make it really bullshit, they can put the Lost King and the Traitor Lord as the 2 last bosses before the Pure Vessel. Definitely. Oh, I tried to dash and I couldn't. Yeah. Basically, these bosses are just fodder at this point. These bosses really are just fodder. It's okay. And we get the Soul Tyrant. By the way, this guy just smashes into the ground. Yeah, head first to the ground. He doesn't give a shit. It's like it doesn't matter if I lose a couple of neurons. It's not like I had many to begin with. But yeah, I like his attitude. Though it's still one of the easiest boss fights in the game. Like, this will actually be very challenging if he did, well, I don't know if very challenging. It will definitely not be such a choke if he actually did 2 points of damage per hit. But there aren't many bosses that have 2 points of damage per hit. Usually not that common. In fact, a lot of the bosses that have 2 points of damage are stronger versions of already existing bosses. But this guy, even in his stronger version, he's still a sucker. I like the way how that attack looks like it sits on the dices. Sorry, dices is not a word apparently, it's dice for plural. Because English is the way it is. Guy's actually kinda fucking me up. Not anymore. Sadly, that pretty much is gonna drain all of my soul. Oops. I will have no soul to start this fight. You believe that? Also, I'm obviously assuming that the final boss of this DLC is this guy. Clearly. Like, it's so obvious. It has to be. There is no other explanation. Oh damn, just as I dodged the vertical jump, he did another one right after. He's like, oh, you ain't done that shit, bitch. Ain't gonna let you do that. That was fucked up, honestly. Dodging my jump? No way. He got salty. I can see the salt in that jump. I could definitely see the salt. He did not want to accept it. And he did it again. And I'm definitely dead here. But we will keep trying. It's pretty interesting that that I can even dodge that jump. Problem is that if he does another one, I'm absolutely dead. Well, I'm dead there. The problem is that I don't know that is coming there. So I can dodge that by going to the top, but I don't expect it. Imagine if you didn't dodge the first jump. That's a good question. If I didn't dodge the first jump, will have... I don't know if he will have done it. I'm actually not sure. Probably he will, I don't know, but that's also depends on the position you are, I think, clearly. But yeah, that's definitely gonna be it for Hollow Knight. Was alright. I mean, definitely not even close to being the kind of game that I like. Damn, I got 101%. Hey, I don't know about that, but that screams completion to me, alright? It's more than 100, so I'm just gonna leave it there. That's valid enough. How much? 27 hours, almost 28 hours of playtime. It was alright. Not 110% yet. I think the highest is 120%. I don't know, someone told me something like that. I don't know if it's 110. That screams not complete enough. I don't know, Brew. In school they teach me that 100% means the entirety of something. So I don't know. I want to see the achievements though. What were the achievements that I didn't get? All mask shards, all charms and receive Salubra's blessing, all vessel fragments. Yeah, that's all completion shit. Live so to die? That's an achievement. I wish I could knew that. Live so to die is an achievement. I would have done it very gladly if I knew that. Well, rescue all of the worms. Oh, hidden achievement. I wonder what those are. Do you know what those are, Kyle? Need to reach Crash Bandicoot. The Crash Bandicoot completion is 200% a lot of times. That's another secret one. The speedruns ones. Yeah, that's fucked up. Damn, finishing the game in Steel Soul mode is an achievement too. 100% game completion and finish the game in Steel Soul mode, that's even more fucked up. All of Hallowness creatures. Those are endings? You can get more endings. Really? Interesting. Didn't know that. More secret achievements. And those two are obviously the two Pantheons. And yeah, it seems that 112% is the maximum completion. Yeah, 20 hours is a speedrun. The speed of a snail. Maybe. What are extras though? Oh, you can change the menu style. That's interesting. Hidden dreams. Oh, this is okay. This is what it has on the updates, basically. Interesting. Oh, map markers were also an upgrade. Didn't know that. Dreamgate was an upgrade too, and obviously God Master. Yeah, this one was basically the one of, you know, you better get good or you won't be able to do shit. But yeah, definitely gonna stop playing this game now. Necopara is on sale too, of course it's on sale. Anyways, yeah, as I say, definitely not my favorite Metroidvania, and I already don't like Metroidvanias, but it wasn't even close to being my favorite, but it was a nice time. I mean, it was alright. Will be better to me, but it wasn't bad at all. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. I want to play Garlic next, but tomorrow I'm probably gonna play Genshin Impact just because I want to beat the Abyss. And since it's something that is only temporary, I have to do it. After that, I'm definitely gonna go full on Garlic, and that game is probably gonna take a very long time to beat. So we're gonna have a lot of Garlic for a while probably, if I don't give up before that, but we will see. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching and everyone that guided me through this game, because quite honestly, without a guide, this game would have been a lot harder to go through, and I probably would have already given up. So yeah, have a good one everyone, and take care everyone.